with me for the lack of Harvard with law degree. I fall asleep, but violence vibrant when it's calling me. Sprawled on the floorboard, ain't one I'm strong. Who was washing me, laundering more like with a bomb, but non-Connery.
What's going on, DSG? It's your boy Donald Bradley back at y'all another video. Today we over here with some more of that casual Geographic. Y'all know what's up. Animal facts we should have left in 2024. My nigga, you gave out half of them. What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that boy hit us with some shit we might not know. You know what I'm saying? We probably should not have. I already seen in the thumbnail, what was it? Oh, even right here, crocodiles in Indonesia have started pretending to drown to lure in human prey. What the Final Fantasy fornication is that about? What? I don't want to. Okay, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, follow me on all that social media. We in here. That ain't further ado. 3, 2, 1, click.
These saltwater crocodiles in Indonesia have apparently learned how to pretend to be drowning to lure humans in who they view as prey.
I'm going to call this Animal Facts We Should Have Left in 2024, because after this, I will not be speaking on this anymore. So this video went viral.
Alright, so he's speaking on how they messed up, how this is not the case, is what I'm assuming now, how, his tone of voice, but alright, let's go.
Facts we should have left in 2024, because after this, I will not be speaking on this anymore. So this video went viral for obvious reasons. I really thought it was a joke, but from the comments and the sheer volume of people that tagged me, I guess not. So yeah, they're not pretending to drown.
No.
But the truth might actually be worse. You see these tiny dots, these pits on the crocodile? Well, they're pressure sensors, and a microdose trypophobia means a prehistoric sawtooth sledgehammer can detect the smallest vibrations in the water. A butterfly can go skinny dipping, and the oversized assault gecko can pinpoint its exact location. In fact, it's scientifically proven.
Bro, that is on deck creepy. What do you mean?
Dipping and the oversized assault gecko can pinpoint its exact location. In fact, it's scientifically proven. You could blindfold a crocodile in a sensory deprivation tank and drip a leaky faucet's worth of water. They'll know exactly where it's coming from. Their jaws are more sensitive than fingertips, and it's why you can get away with this until a drop of sweat hits their mouth and you get your melon split like Fruit Ninja. It's also why if you see this,
bro, I seen a lot of that. People like tapping the top of their nose and all this other stuff, but if you are clear of this area, oh, see, you could even put your head in the mouth, but as long as you don't touch it. First of all, why even fuck with fate like that? You know what I'm saying? Just to give a crowd a ooh, I'ma stick my head in this alligator mouth, because I know the trick, so it won't bite. Fuck out of here.
Wary, that's a pre-typed obituary. In especially murky water, a crocodile will basically T-pose with a side of spirit fingers to maximize their sensitivity to any disturbances, and any fish in its hitbox gets filleted. So yeah, you got a plus-size sentient snare trap beast breathing like a Inosuke, but this armored demon's the only one slaying. So that could be what's happening here. Or maybe the croc caught a body and just won't let go. Or he could just be dead, but definitely not pretending to drown. I mean, that would imply that someone witnessed the same living plot armor that disregarded 2 extinctions in water and tried to be a hero, and apparently did it enough times for the crocs to catch on. And it's not like crocs are stupid. Mugger crocodiles have been recorded using twigs and sticks to bait nest-building birds like egrets into getting close enough to get fouled. Some Cuban crocs have been trained to respond to commands and even come running when called by name. Oh yeah, they can run, by the way.
The fuck you mean they can run? Listen, you can call me what you want, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I just don't got that animal knowledge. But I knew them niggas could get to a fast sauntering gallop at most. Nigga, that was very much clearly a trot.
And to respond to commands and even come running when called by name.
Nah, nigga, they run like cats and dogs. No.
Oh yeah, they can run, by the way. Crocodiles have also been known to work as a team, where a researcher witnessed one scare a pig into a lagoon directly where 2 others were waiting. Hell, they even warn you in Australia to never camp or get water from the same place more than twice, because a croc will really recognize the pattern, memorize your routine, and then be right there to cancel your life subscription the next time. So yeah, for a brain in the weight class of a walnut, crocs aren't dumb, but sympathy baiting? That
nigga tried so hard. Yo, man, sorry. That must be frustrating.
So yeah, for a brain in the weight class of a
Look at that.
walnut, crocs aren't dumb. But
Zebra
sympathy
never
baiting,
even realized
that's
how
a
much
Bikram
in
yoga
danger its
stretch. And
life
what
was.
surprised me the most was just how many articles reposted that video repeating it. Like, they really have people out here thinking reptiles unlock the power of manipulation. Now, to be fair, that might seem obvious to you, but to someone who doesn't yap about animals for a living, or, you know, watch them, seeing it in an article could be all it takes. And like a
All it
global
takes.
virus, it doesn't take much for
All it takes, because I seen that in this video and was like, oh no. No.
to spread. So for the sake of my mental health, I'm working with ground news. Because if I have to argue with one more comment, I'm gonna lose something. My mind, my fans, my freedom, it might get critical. Ground News is an app and website made by a former NASA engineer who saw a very real problem with the way information can be used as a weapon and how news outlets often feed on folks' bias.
Respect to the
biases? And the thing is, if you think, just tell you, they're not pretending to drown. They're smart, they're not that smart. Like I said, these stories only get airtime when people think a wild predator has the same thought process as a person. That's exactly how you get this. You know, to this day, I don't know where this came from. We're talking about otters. They're not exactly the emblem of empathy. Male sea otters will literally kidnap a pup while their mom's out hunting and hold it hostage until she gives up the groceries.
Oh no.
Otters don't mercy farm. You know, if nature's taught us anything, it's that a family ferret's more likely to throw its child into the abyss than ever try something like this. I mean, just imagine a sea otter trying to emotionally guilt trip a giant apex dolphin. That's another thing. Everyone calls them killer whales, but orcas are bully dolphins on steroids, whose original handle was whale killer. Yeah, you probably heard me say this many times. Well, I was wrong, technically. Let me explain. But it will get complicated, so I'm gonna need you to lock in.
We locked in.
After this ad, of course.
Oh god.
So cetaceans are basically mammals that stole the fish's entire flow, not from fusing or merging, but from the evolution that's converging. There's two types of cetaceans: baleen whales, you know, the toothbrush bristles for teeth type, and toothed whales, for obvious reasons. Okay, now here's where it gets complicated. The toothed whale family reunion is massive. You got everything from your flipper paralysis demon, the false killer whale, to the virtually extinct vaquita. There's 10 families of toothed whales, and within these 10, there's a superfamily with 6 of them called Delphinoidea. Superfamily Delphinoidea is where you have your oceanic dolphins, porpoises, along with narwhals and belugas, because they're related for some reason. Cue the narluga. Also, notice I said oceanic dolphins. The dolphins that live in rivers are in a completely different party. But anyway, superfamily Delphinoidea is where you find the dolphins that, let's be real, are
the fuck did he just say? Super fragilistic
completely different party. But anyway, superfamily Delphinoidea is where you
okay.
You find the dolphins that, let's be real, are the ones you think of when you hear the word dolphin. And the biggest type of ocean dolphin is the one that can slapbox a seal into orbit. The word dolphin. And the biggest type is where you find the dolphins that, let's be real, are the ones you think of when you hear the word dolphin. And the biggest type of ocean dolphin is the one that can slapbox a seal into orbit. So to recap, any mammal that looks like this is a cetacean. Every cetacean with teeth is a toothed whale. A dolphin in the ocean is a toothed whale in the Delphinoidea family. And the biggest member of Delphinoidea is an orca. So, long story short, killer whales are dolphins. Every dolphin is a toothed whale, but not every toothed whale is a dolphin. But every toothed whale is a cetacean. It's kind of like how every tortoise is a turtle, but not every turtle is a tortoise. So to answer, are orcas whales or dolphins? Yes, they are. By the way, let me know if you want a full video on that, because that was probably mad confusing. Because being an animal nerd long enough is realizing names really don't mean a thing. Except here, Black Panther is not an animal. You might be tired of hearing it. Well, I'm tired of saying it. And when I say not an animal, I mean, if you go to a zoo and try to find the exhibit that says Black Panther, you won't find it. Because it's not even a name more than a description. It's a panther that's black. And remember, panther is just any cat in the Panthera genus. So any lion, tiger, jaguar, leopard, or snow leopard in black could be a black panther. But because the mutation that causes it is dominant in jaguars but recessive in leopards, most black panthers are just jaguars with 10% tint. But Black Panther itself isn't an actual animal. That'd be like if we called every black wolf, fox, or coyote a black canine, but then acted like black canine was its own thing. It's not real. And you know what else?
That makes sense.
Alpha wolves are not real, I swear to actually they are. They are real, but only when you put a bunch of wolves that don't know each other in a zoo and they have to figure out stuff on their own. That's actually what happened. In the 1930s, Rudolf Schenkel studied wolves in a zoo, and after watching more fights in Face in a telenovela, he just figured that wolves determine group politics by tearing each other apart. Biologist David.
I don't know you. You don't know me. So everybody square up.
mech built off his work and came up with the term alpha wolf. What they didn't realize was that the wolves were fighting over resources, not rank, and by putting a bunch of randoms in one place, they basically created real house wolves of Switzerland. In real life, a wolf pack is usually just two parents and a bunch of their kids. What folks kept calling the alpha wolf whole time was just their father. Now, because I've done this before, I know someone's gonna comment, well, if they're the lead wolf, they're still the alpha. The problem is, the whole alpha thing implies that the lead wolves got there by beating the others like a Cherokee drum. Really, it's just seniority. Also, another thing I never thought about until right now is once the kids get to about one.
That's not lions though. So just so I'm clear though, so they won't. So another male wolf can't just come. No, I can't say. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. You know what I'm saying? They probably got more emotional ties to it. Maybe. I don't know. But all right, let's go.
1 or 2 years old, they dip and try to form their own pack. In a zoo, you often get the same adult wolves around each other constantly, and like any reality show, eventually that leads to tension that wouldn't be there in a normal pack. So normally, you wouldn't see any alpha wolves in the wild, and the same guy that came up with that would spend the rest of his career trying to take it back.
Yeah,
and just as a final middle finger to anyone that still wants to argue, when the term alpha male was first used academically in 1921, it was by zoologist Thorleif Sheldrup Ebbe, and he was referring to, I'm not even kidding. He was talking about the hierarchy where lower status poultry will get pecked on by higher ranks. That's literally where pecking order came from. So the next time a man tries you with that alpha male just know he's taking cues from a temperamental chicken nugget. Also,
I know a whole legion of niggas that be pissed off at that whole statement.
so chickens are confirmed psychopaths. If one chicken starts bleeding, the whole flock will jump in and peck it to death. I think the worst thing is that people took the alpha dog thing and got convinced that's how you make your actual dog respect you. Cesar Millan has done an absolute masterclass of misinformation on the dog community. You really got folks thinking you gotta flex on an 80-pound pit bull to keep him in line. Imagine trying to play alpha with Cujo on creatine. We've gotten a lot wrong about dogs, and probably the worst thing, that a tail wagging means happy. That fact alone has probably gotten more people bit than anything. Basically, a tail wag means excitement. Excitement can mean seeing their person come home, or it can mean fear, anxiety, or the last warning before they put a canine-sized hole in your hand. And the faster the tail, the more excited Fido is. The question is, what kind? Well, science says a tail favoring the right means the vibes are good, but a tail leaning left could mean stress, so best to be left. Alone, that is. It's a lot more complicated than I just made it sound, but long story short, a tail wag is like a smile. A smile can mean someone's happy to see you, or might even think you're cute, or that waitress is just doing her job and doesn't want to get hit on at work. Long story short, if you expect your dog to learn how to parlay people, then the least you can do is talk tail. Oh, another dog thing that's been bothering me for years is that Chihuahuas are the spawn of Shaitan. Now, I get the little dog thing. I've been personally victimized by many an ankle biter. But with dogs, there's usually a why. You just gotta
like to be me for like I got a soft spot for animals, period. But like, yeah, there's no love lost for Chihuahuas. For me, if I had to pick like a small dog that I like, it'd be Pomeranians. I don't know. Let's go.
Deep enough. Huskies are known for being donkey stubborn toddlers on 4.
Come inside.
But Huskies were also bred as sled dogs, and not only would they have to be independent and make decisions in a dangerous work environment, sometimes they'd have to be willing to go against orders if those orders went against their better judgment. It's actually called intelligent disobedience, and for football fans, it's basically an audible. It's pretty important, because, you know, if Russell Wilson had it, maybe he would have ran the ball. Beagles are basically walking instruments, but they were bred to hunt rabbits in thick brush, and that same bang keeping you up at 2 a.m. is how they communicate with hunters. So why are Chihuahuas like that? You know, I don't even think it's a Chihuahua thing more than a little dog thing, but I have my theories. A lot of times, Chihuahuas don't get socialized with other dogs early on, so the first time they see a big dog, which like any dog to them is a big dog, it probably scares the daylights out of them. Also, I think a bigger thing is owners be letting a lot of bad habits slide just because they're travel size. So eventually it escalates. Let it be a Doberman and suddenly they'll know discipline. Actually, that's my biggest thing. A lot of owners won't correct bad behavior when it comes from a Chihuahuano. In fact, I've seen a lot of y'all encourage it. I've always said if a Rottweiler acted like a Chihuahua for a day, he'd be dead by dinner. Also, often what looks like aggression might just be fear. And if your dog tells you he's afraid and you don't listen because you think it's cute, well, that's how you end up with a dog version of David. Size might be part of it too, but it probably has less to do with it than people think.
Like that?
Long story short, if I see a kid wilding in Walmart, I'm gonna look at the parents. And likewise, I'm gonna blame the dog owner before I blame the dog. No clever transition, but another thing I've heard is that male lions don't hunt, or better yet, that male lions are lazy. And I can tell you exactly where it came from. You see, lionesses use the power of friendship to run down prey in open areas. It's pretty hard to miss. Lions are bigger, bulkier, and with a whole afro prey in open areas. It's pretty hard to miss. Lions are big.
Oh, hibbity hell no. Not my car. Oh, see, y'all motherfuckers want to go on safaris and shit. I want to go look at it. Ooh, let me pet it. Can I feed it? I want to pull up next to it. Ooh, hey, take this picture. Y'all all need to lower the quantity of narcotics in your system because there's absolutely no reason for any of that. Especially when these motherfuckers roll like this up against a vehicle. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, obviously, that an animal's just going to harm you out of nowhere. I'm not saying it's not, but I'm not saying it is either. It depends on the situation and how agitated it may be around that given moment in time. So, given those variables, I just will always think it's better to keep a respectful distance and look at it through a television screen. That's all I'm saying. Or computer screen. Something. Even the glass. You know what I'm saying? It's still too close, and you don't necessarily know how strong that glass is, but, you know, the kids want to go to the zoo and see the animals, so go to the zoo, see the animals. But other than that, we're good. But we move. Let's go.
Bigger, bulkier, and with a whole afro equipped, they had to switch up the playbook. So instead, male lions ambush prey by camping out in dense brush. Research shows that male lions pack up prey as frequently as females. It's just that in the olden days, you'd probably never see it. Also, before male lions even get a pride, they're in their nomad arc. Oh, they be lying on the ground permanently if they didn't hunt. Now, to be fair, male lions do stop hunting as much when they're in a pride, but not completely. They'll often get involved to bring down bigger, riskier prey like buffalo that lionesses might struggle with. Basically, the lionesses run them down and the main mercenary delivers the final blow. Now, they do only get involved about 10% of the time, but it's not because they're lazy. They just have a different job description. Male lions patrol the pride lands, mark their territory, and as you know, they gotta run the ones with any outsider trying to take his place.
Like I'm saying, difference between lions and wolves. I guess wolves ain't trying to do no outsider shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Or I guess it's a rarity or something like that.
What you might not realize is, as good at hunting lionesses are, in some studies they got up to half their kills stolen by hyenas, or even other males. Having a nearly 500-pound equalizer on their side helps them keep what they catch. It's not lazy, it's just that lions and lionesses help cover each other's weaknesses perfectly, and clearly it works. They're the most notorious and feared pack predators in Africa. Or maybe second. Because there's one predator that animals fear even more than Mufasa and friends, and you'll never get it. It's us.
It's us. No,
it's us.
us.
You might remember that an experiment showed that almost every animal from giraffes to antelope to even leopards and hyenas were unanimously more afraid of the sound of humans than the cadence of a giant carnivorous cat. Which is how, to this day, I still don't understand how this went viral. Or at least I...
Well, elephant's brain reacts to humans the same way that humans' brain reacts to puppies. They think we're cute. Troy, the annoying elephants think I'm cute. Nah. You might have some, you know what I'm saying, that might have had a pleasant experience. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta imagine some of them animals, right, that have had good experiences with people going back and like communicating with other animals, and they're like, oh, I don't know where you was at, because you go over there, you ask Jimmy what's up, and he probably gonna slap you because he got a whole horn missing out his head. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who you met. He met a different set of people, so you're gonna have a harder time convincing him. I'm more likely to believe him because it seems like a few others were done that way, so I don't know what outliers you got going on over there, but we ain't gonna fuck with them. And if you go back over there again, you could stay over there because this one, you remember her? Yeah, she wasn't having it. She went and pulled up on old lady at a funeral, so they ain't really on our top notch book, you feel me?
I didn't, because not only did I find out where it came from, I think I was wrong, kind of, technically. Let me explain. So in 2017, college student Julia Haas posted a tweet saying elephants basically see us the same way we see puppies. Now, ignoring the part of the population that's terrified of dogs, the fact loses steam when you realize she got it from Tumblr. It's more likely that one of the smartest creatures alive see us as predators, but not their babies. Remember, it's proven that baby elephants that play the most grow up into more well-adjusted adults. It's why you'll see a baby-faced boulder chase around birds, dogs, and anything in between. So here's what I think happened. Baby elephants will treat humans like any other animal. Difference is, humans might be the only animal that'll see an 1,800-pound toddler barreling towards them and welcome it. In fact, the premature pachyderms probably realize that a hairless bipedal ape gives them the best response. So it's not really that elephants think we're cute, it's that baby elephants think everything's cute. us included. And I'd bet that's where all the videos of 1-ton 2-year-olds manhandling people came from. And I wouldn't even believe that if I didn't nearly become one of them. Yeah, I went all the way to Chiang Mai to get bullied by an elephant's child. And I'd do it again. I actually made a video where I talk about it, along with why playing with one could be a bad time for literally everyone involved. You might not have seen it because apparently the YouTube lords did not care for that video. Probably because I talked about certain topics. If you know, you know, but if you don't, definitely give it a watch. I don't usually plug after I post, but I'm proud of that one. But that's gonna do it for this video. Make sure you drink water, hug your mother, touch grass, it's good for you. And I'm gonna see y'all in, well, hopefully in this one, but if not, I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.
Yo, we got them facts, you know what I'm saying? We learned some stuff here. So some people be wilding with some facts, but like I said, I think the best way to just avoid all that is, like I said, to keep respectful distance. And if you think about it, if all people just kept a respectful distance, there'd probably be a lot more animals than there are now. You know what I mean? A lot less extinct ones if we just learn to keep our distance. You know what I'm saying? Respect from afar. You know, that's it. We can look and do the oohs and the ahs, and I'm not even against the nature watching where you want to go out with the camera and I ain't gonna do it, don't get me wrong, but if you, that's cool. And then you get the ones that want to jump on an alligator back. Y'all is different. I don't understand you. You know what I'm saying? People that want to, oh, it'd be so cool if we could dive down into the Marianas Trench and check. Why we gotta see, it's dark down there for a reason. Shit don't want to be looked at. Why you going down there to look at shit? I don't understand. But I digress. This was dope. That's the take. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, follow me on all that social media, and I'll catch y'all next one, fam. Peace.